recognition of visitors.
I'd like to talk to Chief Thomas and see can't we try to get a little more help on these stop signs around that area. The other day, I turned off and was coming down Young Street, and the lady waited till I got close to me to the field right here, this table, and pulled right out, just running just like, with nothing there. And I know they could see. And she had a brand new car, and I had to stand on the brakes. He hit her. She looked at me like I was crazy. And they don't, in the little short street I live on, they see how fast they can get from one end of the street to the other. Several weeks ago, Mr. Thomas can verify this. Matter of fact, he went to the man's house, and I think a couple of these officers come around there too. It was boy and his dad was arguing. He come around that curve of Mr. Bobby's house and my house sideways, because they come a little shy, and almost come off the side of the road in my yard. And my 40-year-old grandbaby was out there in a little electric motorcycle playing, and my wife was hollering and screaming to the top of the voice for him to get out of the way. That baby jumped, and he ran as fast as he could. He was scared to death. Right now, I get out there early in the morning, if he sees a vehicle, he'll throw that bicycle down and run. I know it's a throughway to Walmart, and that's fine. That's a street. Everybody can use it. But they ought to have the decency to slow down for the children, because I know several people that's got small children on that road. And go on to Walmart, that's fine, but they need to either stop or just put some signs down there that says slow. Because you think it would be closer to go down 15, you say, well, you got all these stop signs. They don't bother them because they're not going to stop nobody. And it's not just teenagers. I've seen elderly people come through that song, hammer down. And they have been a couple run off in the canal. Because right down in my street, we just been skipping them, and Mr. Lesson knows it too, that canal is about, 10, 15 foot deep. And you go up in there, I've seen bumpers laying on the other side. I lay up in bed at night, and I heard them slide and run off in the canal. But that needs to be stopped. A few tickets may be a help. But if it's not, somebody's going to get hurt or get killed, because my wife's done it about run over 2 or 3 times, and you can obey the law if you want to, but what does that with somebody coming through there and just run you down? And then they'll holler, it's your fault, it's your fault. But I know one thing. I love my grandbabies, and I know everybody in here has got a grandbaby. They love their children. They love their grandbabies. And if somebody hurts that little fella, they're all going to be in trouble, especially me. All I'm asking is when the deputies, I know they do their job, and they do the best they can, they do a good job trying to cover all this time. But when they get where they can't see them, and a few tickets will get there, when you start hitting that pocket buddy, get their attention before somebody else has to get their attention some other way.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Good evening, Claudine Whitlock. First, I want to tell you about the city of Winsboro. Thank you for doing what you did for my yard and alleviating the water situation I was having from when it rained. They put a grate in, and that has helped a whole bunch. But I'm still having more problems. And I'd like first for you all to look at this picture and tell me who's in charge of helping me with this. Do you know what this is?
Where is it?
This is behind me. This is behind me. I have talked to several people. I've had one person to tell me, oh well, God, that's my cousin. But if this is your cousin's property, and I remember before summer really set in, there was an article in the paper that read that it's now time, getting summertime, and it's time for us to clean up our properties. Am I right? And if you did not take care of it, the city would. Okay, it's been almost 2 years since that property has been mowed. It's been over 10 years since somebody's lived there. There's no sewage there. There's nothing going on there. These things that you see here on here, if you look at it closely, you see some vines. This is poison ivy and poison oak. When I go out, I have to make sure my arms and things are covered because I'm itching and I don't even go around the back of my house. And right now they're in full bloom. Okay, on my property, over on the old hat tradition thing, I don't let my property get up like this. And there's nobody that close to me. So who's in charge of this right here? Because this is the other part of this. This is the house. Now somebody tell you, well, that's my cousin's property. Should they be working? We're working for the people, not for our relatives, right?
Has that got an address?
This is 1106 on half behind me.
No.
No, Maple.
Maple.
So can somebody tell me who am I supposed to talk to?
Well, in the last meeting, we discussed that we were gonna have, we were gonna get back to our condemning our houses.
Yes, and that was told to me that the condemnation sign had been put on those properties. I know on the one adjacent to me, the brick house, there is a sign on it, but there's not one on there behind me.
That's on our list now.
Mayor, yes, this folder here has everybody, we're in the condemning, they're in the condemning process. This is their folders on each of this piece of property belongs more in here. And they're in the mailing process, we have a process, like I got Mr. Singer to go through. This process on it. I did go through today, that tag has been taken off of
Yes, it has.
That bid opened up tomorrow. But that tag is just a tag, they'll tear it off every time we put it on.
Yeah, I've
But
been.
this paperwork is binding right here.
Okay.
And we have to follow it by the law, or if we don't, we get right up to the real nitty gritty, then we have to start all over again. Well, that's why we try to do our best to make sure every step is followed, and every T's crossed and I's dotted. So it is in the process.
And that property is going to be condemned still.
Oh, it is, yes.
Okay. And that answers your question, the city is condemned.
But one thing I ran into today, found out making my list, was that address. I had to go to 911 to find out that it's 1106. They call it Department A, what they call it. Down there. Yes, that's what 911 has.
And the other problem is where my property is on, in the old hatch addition. Okay, the city has 25 feet in there for the alleyway, right? Well, I had somebody to come in and look at the property. The 25 feet is still on the front part of it, but on the back part, it's like a slice of pie. So that means that the slough is eroding into my property. And I talked to somebody about what problem can help eliminate this, because there's not 25 feet there anymore. It's just on the top, on the front part of it.
Yes, that's an erosion problem involved there. That's what's happening. The land's leaving. If you clear it off and wash it away.
Do we use that alley for anything?
Yes, we have utility run through that alley. 30-foot alleyway.
Is there anything we can do?
Probably need to get engineers to come look at it and help us. They've got a procedure you can use with rocks, big rocks in there, and mesh down. Keep that from eroding first.
It's actually,
It's actually, yes. And it's where our big, large drainage ditch that comes through from Cole Street, comes to that 60-inch culvert, 72-inch culvert. Comes through there, and it drains into that actually.
Does the grass act as a filter strip for that particular area? Why is it eroding? Is it an overflow or something that stopped up that's causing it to do this?
It's just been over the years, and mow it and try to leave as much vegetation there to keep the erosion down. Still, in all that, when the wintertime comes, all that material would die. When you got to the roots, and that's all together, you got soil just tends to erode. And that's when you get most of your rain.
Can you use another type of grass or variety that like an evergreen that would continue to hold that dirt in place and act as a filter strip to keep the dirt in place?
I believe as large as that waterway is, and as much water that flows, so you don't have just rainwater. You have when that creek gets out, all that flows. Yeah, probably gonna take something like some large stone, like we had to do down on Robson Road, in the Burl Drive, stop that erosion at that point.
Okay, you say we're gonna get an engineer firm to look at it and see if we can, how we go about alleviating that problem.
Thank you.
Any